Aloha, my name is Mary and my channel is Coffee Connection and Crystals. I read tarot for those of you who have suffered domestic violence in the family court system. I'm here to help you through your journey. I know how difficult it is. And yeah, let's get into it. I always start my readings with a Hawaiian oli or chant. It's called e homai. In Hawaiian culture, it is used to ask permission to enter somebody's home or ask permission to enter a sacred space. For example, I do it every time I paddle out surfing because the ocean is a sacred space. In the case of tarot, I use it to clear the energy using sound, and I use it to ask permission to enter your sacred space so that I can read for you. E ho mai ka ike mai luna mai o na mea hana noiau o na mele e ho mai e ho mai e ho mai e ho mai ka ike mai luna mai e o na mea hana noiau o na mele e ho mai e ho mai e ho mai e ho mai ka ike mai luna mai e o na mea hana noiau o na mele e ho mai e ho mai e ho mai aloha e aina, aloha e akua, aloha e aumakua o pea pea honu ua ukolea. Mahalo nui, mahalo nui, mahalo nui. Reading for victims of domestic violence in the family law system. How can we resource my friends today? Can I get the house card, please? House, please. Thank you. Ooh, two. Okay. Okay, steps to the outcome, please. Woo! Oh, that's a lot. Okay, I'll take them. We'll see what it says. Okay, and so I am a tarot reader. I am not a fortune teller. I cannot predict the future. What I can do is use these cards to read the energy of a current situation, because you and me and everybody else on the planet has free will and choice. The energy could shift, and it will shift, especially if you are able to raise your emotional field to be able to feel better and vibe higher. And so that's why I like to be here. I like to provide emotional support and resources. I like this to be a positive community to support people who are going through the very difficult situation. And let's get into your messages for the day. This is great. Okay, and I was going to say, I'm reading from the Motherpeace deck, which this was actually the deck I learned on. Starting about 30 years ago. God, probably a few more than that. And I like it because the cards are round, and the roundness of the cards allows you to, instead of reading a reversal, like it's either upright or it's reversed, you can be a little more nuanced in the energy interpretation. So if you're tilted a little to the right, you're more kind of like pushing those energies forward. You're more active about it. If it's to the left, you're like holding back, and if it's upside down, you're feeling more blocked. And so I chose to, because I always do read reversals, I chose to read from this deck today so that I could communicate that part of my reading style with you. So this is so great. You are showing up as the Chariot. The Chariot is in control of their life, especially in their career. They're ruled by Cancer, the crab. They have got a lot of energy to drive forward and succeed in their life. So that is a great energy to be showing up in, and I am happy for you that we are feeling so good today. In the atmosphere card, we got the Ace of Cups, which is a gift of love, in particular, like self-love. And it's held back a little bit. I think maybe that could be, it's also just we're directed a little inward, which is a great place to have the Ace of Cups. In your challenges card, you have the Eight of Cups, which you can see that poor octopus is holding so many cups. She's feeling like pretty overwhelmed, which I get. I love octopus. And I actually have a bunch of paintings of them that I got, when I was having my kids. And it's this idea of like, oh my God, I got too much going on. How can I put down one of these cups? And more traditionally, the Eight of Cups, though, is signifies walking away from an emotionally unfulfilling situation, and choosing to do that. So that's your challenge card. You are walking away from an emotionally unfulfilling situation, which is why you're going through what you're going through now. But and you're a little held back on it, but you're going for it. So good job. At the root, we have the Lovers in the reverse. This is interesting because we had the Lovers in our near future card yesterday. So here it is, showing up now at the root of the reading. And the Lovers, everybody thinks the Lovers is about love. It's not about love. It's about a choice. And I am going to quote Paul from Dove and Serpent Tarot. Actually, this is his Tarot Logic channel, where he more like teaches. And he did a great YouTube about the Lovers card and how this is a choice, and you need to pick the choice that makes your heart say like capital Y-E-S. Like, yes, this is what I love. Yes, this is the choice I'm making. All those other thoughts like, oh, maybe I should, oh, what if, oh, the money isn't, that has to go away. That is not how you make the choice correctly. And once you acknowledge that, we can shift this guy, which is a blocked energy, which is like, I'm not willing to make this choice. I'm not ready to make this choice, into the upright, which is saying, okay, I'm making the choice, and I'm making the choice to follow my heart. Big cup of self-love, okay? We have, in your near future today, we have the Ace of Wands. A lot of aces. Aces are gifts. This is a gift of passion and energy and fire, and you're like, in your near future, you are going to be feeling like, woohoo, let's do this. And granted, okay, he's held back. We're holding back a little. There's still that like holding back energy on everything but career. You're moving forward on career. And actually, this is great because you have that in your sky card too. You got a lot of threes yesterday too. The threes are like working together with others to build something. The Three of Discs is the Three of Pentacles, working together as a team to build something, and that's hanging over your reading. So you got some really good kind of like career and material energy so far in this reading. Let's read your hopes and fears, and more than one card came out here. It's the Moon and the Four of Cups. So I think this could be a hope or fear, and because it is a major arcana, the Moon, it's a reality as well. It's, yeah, I think it's probably a hope and a fear. The Moon signifies really getting in touch with your feminine, intuitive, watery, emotional side. And the Four of Cups can be about ennui, boredom, stagnation. In your case, I actually think, particularly with this card and with this deck where fours are showing stability, this is creating emotional stability. And oh no, I just forgot about YouTube. YouTube has, anyway, I forgot that there might be some things that YouTube would not like in this deck. So we will just gingerly place crystals over these things, okay? In your self-concept card, you are, great energy. You're showing up as the World. The World signifies completion of a cycle. And wow, I don't know if I'm going to be able to post this. I'm going to put more stickers or whatever. You're just going to have to look at the World for a minute and turn it back over. But let me just talk about her. She's the World. She's completing a cycle. This is ending, and this is great. And it's blocked. It was blocked, so it was in reverse, so you were like holding back on not quite ready to complete the cycle, not quite ready to make this decision, make this choice. Please, no more nudity. Okay, it's in your house. We have the Emperor again. The Emperor in your house card can be a challenging energy. And it's not the first time he showed up. He can be a beneficial energy too. He's solid, he's strong, he incorporates the energies of all four kings. That's earth, that's air, that's fire, that's water. But the Emperor in reverse can be really maybe domineering and controlling. And so I'm not feeling the best about him in your house position right now. Oh, yes. Okay, perfect. And he's showing up as the devil. So yeah, the devil is power and control. Power and control. It's the happy couple in the Lovers card, a chain to the devil. But the thing is, they can walk away, but they're going to have to make some significant changes in their life and their behavior to escape this kind of rigid, dominant control structure. And the Emperor is not really excited about it. So this is really, it's not showing up in your challenge area. It's showing up in your house, which is, if you are doing the reading about somebody else, this is the card where you are thinking about that other person or system. And so the one nice thing about the devil in this position, though, is he showed up reversed. So that's actually getting out from under the thumb of the devil. So I actually think this is, these are challenging energies, I know, but I feel like you're walking away and you coming into your own power and your own emotions and making your own choices that are about your heart. You're actually getting away from this devil, because otherwise he would have been fully in the upright. And you're walking away from the controlling Emperor because you have a gift of passion and you are going places. So I already did that. That was the World too. I see the problem if I turn it over, then I forget. But yeah, this is a huge reading. So I don't know if you know much about tarot, but there are Major Arcana and there are Minor Arcana. Minor Arcana are the suits cards. It's cups, which are emotion, wands, which are about passion, discs or pentacles, which are about earth and the material plane, and swords, which are the mental suit. It's nice we don't have any swords yet, because sometimes they can be a bit painful. And they mean you're thinking too much about things. So I'm really liking this energy for you. So when you're passing away, you had 3 cards come out. You have the Daughter of Cups, the 6 of Cups, and the 6 of Swords. I think that's fine. Six of Swords is about moving on to calmer waters. This is in your passing away position. You're really overcoming some things. Like, you're moving on to calmer waters. You are 6 of Wands. You're being recognized. Or 6 of Cups. Oh, 6 of Cups. It's nice. That's again, you had that in your passing away card yesterday. It's moving on to calmer waters, except that you're also reminiscing and feeling the feelings of like nostalgia of like what was, which is probably what's kind of holding you back. Like, a lot of these energies feel kind of like held back to me. And who else did you get? And then you got the Daughter of Cups, which is a young energy, but just like really young and loving and sweet. And yeah, and then so your path to the outcome, you got the 8 of Wands, the Shaman of Wands, who is not naked, so we'll leave him there. So let's see. The 8 of Wands is just like fast moving energy. Things are happening really fast around you. That's kind of very consistent with like the astrology this week too, and things that are happening in the world. The Shaman of Wands is a male energy. He is passionate and fiery and strong, and he's in reverse. So I'm not sure if that's you feeling like, okay, I'm ready to give all my passion to the world, but I feel a little held back or blocked on that. And then, yeah, probably that is true, because you got the 8 of Swords. The Eight of Swords, you got this yesterday in the heart of your spread. And so this is a self-victim card. So she's sitting here like poking her swords at this wall, but the wall is only like 2 walls. Like she could literally turn around and walk the other way just by like shifting her perspective about things. We got the Four of Wands in reverse. That's a card of like marriage and celebration. I'm covering it up because there's a little bit more flesh. Oh, you guys. Okay, I can't. I'm just going to have to tell you what they are. I can't show these. I can't show these. We'll leave it with the swords. But yeah, so you got the Four of Wands, which is about celebration and joy and parties. It can be about marriage. If you're anything like me, the thought of marriage ever again makes my flesh crawl. But yeah, if that might not be you, you might be moving on to a better situation in a new marriage situation. You got the Four of Discs, which can mean like holding on too tightly to material possessions, but actually I will show you this one. In this deck, fours are more like about stability, and she's like closing the door, taking a time out, counting her money pennies, and like being in a calm, cozy situation. Then you got the Nine of Wands, which is the Wounded Warrior card, typically, and I'm gonna read it that way for you. So you're tired, but you got this. Like you're gonna keep going, despite being tired. And then again, we got the Temperance Angel. So you've been getting a lot of temperance. Temperance is combining, taking things that are opposites and finding a way to bring them together in a way that those energies like complement each other rather than like just waste a bunch of energy. The analogy I keep using, and I'll just use it again because I think it's a good one. If you've got all this water energy of emotion, you have all this fire energy of passion, then the Temperance Angel is showing you how to like combine them in such a way that you're like fueling a power generator with the steam from those things, not just like throwing the water on the sauna and having it go and it's all gone and then the sauna's cold, right? Okay. So I would say that is your main message, but I was also called to pull some of these guys, which I love this deck. It's very positive. It's always positive. And so it's the Raise Your Vibration Oracle. I'll put links to these in the description box below so you can find out where to get them if you want them, because you too can read tarot. You can read tarot for yourself. I am here in part to teach you to read tarot for yourself. So messages for family law, thank you. Messages for family law, victims, domestic violence in the family court system. Messages today. Really? That's the only one? Let's try it again. I feel like there's maybe a few more. Abundance is a state of mind. Yeah, maybe you don't have to hold on to those Four of Pentacles so tightly. If you get your mind to the right mindset, then things will feel better for you. I know that's easier said than done. And no, we're not taking all of these. Do one more try. There we go. Okay. Where there's a will, there's a way. That speaks to your, let's just put that over there. That speaks to, what other card did you have? Oh, the Nine of Wands. Wounded Warrior, like, yeah, you're tired, but you got this, dude. You got this. Just keep going. Okay, one more. Can I go one more, please? Woo! Okay, 2 more. I am grateful for the earth, and manifesting is my superpower. Thank you. And I'm going to do a couple more from this deck because I was also called to read from this deck, and it's Don Miguel Ruiz, The Four Agreements. Okay, messages for victims of the family violence. In the court system, how can we resource our friends today? Please, family violence in the court system. Please let me resource my friends today. Messages, please. One more pass. Okay, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, these are quick to read, so. Okay, we got be impeccable with your word. Let go of self-judgment and blame. Oh my God. I did a great meditation this morning and I was like, okay, what am I letting go of? Because it's a full moon and it's a big one tonight, 13-degree Gemini. And Gemini is all about the mind, right? So it's like, let go of self-judgment and blame. And that was what I came up with for my intention of my full moon ritual. Being impeccable, you take responsibility for your actions, but you do not judge or blame yourself for anything. Anyway, that's my goal, letting go of all self-judgment. Always do your best and don't overdo. This is such a great message for probably this group, because I think that people who end up getting involved with narcissistic spouses tend to be like overachievers. This is what I've observed over a while. So yeah, I think it's a really good message for all of us going through this, is learning to be easy with ourselves. Always do your best, but don't overdo. When you overdo, you deplete your body and go against yourself, and it will take you longer to accomplish your goal. It's a good message. Do your best and take the action because you love it, not because you expect a reward. When you take action without expecting a reward, you enjoy every action, and you can even receive greater rewards than what you imagined. Always do your best. Take action without expecting a reward. That goes really well with your Chariot card. Just do it in the Ace of Wands. Do it for the love of doing it. Be impeccable with your word. Enjoy heaven on earth. Yeah, where was that other card? I'm grateful for earth, which the middle of earth is art. Impeccability of the word can lead you to personal freedom, success, and abundance. You can attain the kingdom of heaven from this one agreement. Be impeccable with your word. Take your life and enjoy it. You are alive, so take your life and enjoy it. You were born with the right to be happy, to love, and to share your love. Just to be, to take a risk and enjoy your life is all that matters. And the last one for the day, don't take anything personally. Again, release self-judgment. I really want to hammer this down. You are your own worst critic. We've been conditioned this way, but you must learn to love yourself and love yourself some more, as Christopher Witecki with Serious Joy says. Once you can do that and release any sort of self-judgment, then you will begin to attract people to you who judge you the way you judge yourself, which is kindly and compassionately, not harshly and controllingly like the Emperor and the Devil. Even the opinions you have about yourself are not necessarily true. Therefore, you don't need to take whatever you hear in your own mind personally. Okay, and with that, I'm going to sign off. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow.